Hi guys! Today we are going to be taking a look at 3 of Vornado's personal size heaters. So they just came in the mail today. I just took them out of their box. So I'm going to give you a brief overview of each of them and then my own personal thoughts on each one. So starting over here, we have the oldest of the 3 models. This is, if you can see it, model VH202, and here it is. It has an on-off switch on the back, and then the fan toggle, so you can have just the fan, low heat or high heat. So that's what that one has. It has the tip over safety on the back or on the bottom of it, so if you tip it over it'll turn off. And also it advertises that if it gets overheated, it'll turn off automatically. So that's that one. Over here we have the next newer model. That is the model VH5, and I would say overall it's just a little bit smaller than the other one. It's a little taller, but it's not quite as wide. It doesn't go as far back. So this has the same exact features. The buttons are in slightly different places. So here's the on off, and then low heat, fan only, and high heat. That's that one. And then over here we have the newest one, and this is the Velocity 1R. So this one has a few additional features. This one just has one button, one power button on the top, and that'll toggle between high heat, low heat, and fan only. And then it also has a timer button here. Now it's just a 4-hour timer, so either it's on or off. You can't set it like 1 hour or 2 hours. It's just on or off. So that's one added feature. The other added feature of this one is when you turn it off, the fan runs for about 20 seconds to get all of that extra heat out of there before the actual motor shuts off. So all of these have the safety features of the safety on the bottom that will turn the machine off if it tips over. They all say that they will turn off if it gets overheated, and they all say cool to the touch. So let's go ahead and turn these on and see what happens. So I'm going to turn on the VH202 and turn it on to low heat. And this is the quietest of the 3. As far as I can tell, the airflow still seems to be pretty good. It might not come out as far as the other 2, but this is by far the quietest. So if you're looking for a quiet heater to sit under your desk or on top of your desk, this is probably your best bet. And then, like I said, you can switch between high heat, low heat, and fan only on the back here. Now if we turn it to high heat, it should still be cool enough for me to put my hands over top of it, and it is. It doesn't get hot. It's warm, but it's not hot. Something else I forgot to mention, all 3 of these have the same exact wattage, so they all should be putting out the same amount of heat, 375 watts on low and 700 watts, I believe, on high. Or maybe it's 750, I can't quite remember. So that's this one. If it tips over, the light turns from yellow to red, and the power is cut. So there we go, and when I put it back down, you'll see the red light turns back to yellow. So that's that one. Overall, a good product. Now we come over to the VH5. This has exactly the same features as the older one. And the only difference I noticed, maybe the air comes out further, but it's quite a bit louder. I turn it on. This one's quite a bit louder than the other one. And standing back here, I do think that the air flow is a little bit better I think it's coming out further. So that'll be something that's up to you to decide. If you want to go for quiet, or it's a trade-off to get better airflow but a little noisier. On both of these models, I don't really hear the motor. I think the noise I'm hearing is just the airflow moving through it. So that's this one. Again, changing between fan only, high heat, and low heat. And then turns off when it loses contact with the bottom. So something else I should mention, this one over here has a really nice handle to carry it. This one has no handle. It has just a little bit of a lip, but overall it's going to be a little bit trickier to carry it if you're going to move it around. Now we get to this last one, and let's turn this one on for you. I would say out of the three, this is the quietest over here. This is the loudest. This one's somewhere in the middle, and this is more of a motor hum than actual airflow moving through. I don't hear a ton of the air. I do hear a little hum, just like you would with a little table fan. So if that doesn't bother you, then this won't be too bad at all. This one is advertised to have velocity tuned heat. What that means is the heat is warmer and it will push the air out further. Now I definitely think that's true. I can feel the air even if I step back further. This air is coming out more than the other two heaters, and I don't know how they do it, but it does feel warmer. It's using the same amount of electricity, but it feels warmer. Again, if you toggle to low and then fan, and then last turn it off, the fan light will blink. It's going to blink about 20 times, and so the heat's been turned off now, and it's just cooling down the heating coils on the inside so that you get all of the heat out of there that you can. One last difference to note, this one actually has the fan behind the heating coils. The other two, the fan is in front of them. So I don't know if that helps make the difference in the velocity tuned heat or not, but that's a difference there. So here you have it. All three heaters are good quality heaters from Vornado. It just depends on what you're looking for. I think that this one has a little bit of a smaller footprint than the other two. So if that's a priority for you, then this would be a good one to get. Just know that it's also going to be probably the loudest of the three. This guy is the quietest. So if the quietness of a heater is the most important part to you, then this would be a good option for you. And then over here we have this one. This one I just think looks the nicest. It has a really, really sleek look to it. It's a little bit louder than our quieter one, but not too much louder. This is going to blow the heat further, and as they advertise, it is warmer heat using the same wattage. It has to do with the aerodynamics and how they built the heater. So this will get the heat further, and it'll feel a little bit warmer for you on a colder day. But the trade-off is it is a little bit louder. And then again with this one you get the added features of a 4-hour timer, and also the heater runs a little bit after you shut it off just to get all of that extra heat out of there. All three of them have the same safety features, the tip-over protection. They're not hot to the touch, and they will also automatically turn off if they do overheat. So all three of these would be good options to help keep your desk or your cubicle warm, and it just depends on what you're looking for. So thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope this has been helpful to you, and have a great rest of your day.